to a food attainment in the building. Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Let's go, chef.
If you know the song, sing along. Hit it.
It's the Carolina liners, rock and roll to the roll of rock. Said I'm cooking in the kitchen and just don't stop. Rock and roll to the roll of rock. Said I'm cooking in. What's up, everybody? Chef Anthony Albritton here, the Carolina cook, cooking, tasting, and eating the Carolinas. This dish was inspired by a friend of mine who introduced me to a Mediterranean restaurant, Greek restaurant that serves this dish. And I said the only thing I don't really like about this dish is it's not seasoned enough. It doesn't have enough taste for me. So I said I'm going to try this dish myself. And that's what I did. Because you know us Southern folks love seasoning. I know I'm a Southern guy, but at the end of the day, I'm a chef. All right, so I can hit you with one thing over here and another over there, and that's what I did in this episode. I cooked up like a Greek Mediterranean type dish, you know, because in culinary school, one of my favorite courses was world cuisine. You know, getting to taste the world by cooking the world. You may not be able to travel to certain places, but you can cook what they eat and have that experience through food. So every now and then, I'll delve into some international dishes. So y'all, in this episode, I will be cooking up some
Mediterranean lamb rice with tzatziki sauce, Southern playalistic style. Let's go, chef.
Yeah, so y'all come with me, take a trip inside of my mind, and see how I did it. Let's go, chef.
Okay, first I'm going to make the tzatziki sauce. That way the flavors are marinated by the time I complete the dish.
Got some fresh mint here. I don't want these stems. I think that'll suffice. Now, some fresh dill. All right, some fresh dill. And cucumber.
I'm going to use a grater to shred the cucumber into like a stringy texture.
What you want to do with the cucumber, squeeze that moisture out. Now, you got your mint, your dill, and your cucumber. And I must say that cucumber juice looks pretty tasty. Let me taste that.
Y'all can't hear it, but I can hear the Super Mario growth sound in my head right now.
That's pretty good, y'all. It really is.
If I do say so myself, I feel a lot healthier after that. Now, I added my dill, my mint, and my cucumber to some Greek yogurt. And I'm just going to mix that around and get it nice and incorporated. And as you can see, this sauce is going to have a nice hearty consistency. Now I'm going to add some minced garlic to it. Then I'm going to season it with some coarse sea salt. Then we're going to double back with some sneeze powder, which is black pepper. Then I'm going to add a little white wine vinegar. Then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And with the sauce, you pretty much season to taste, whatever your taste preference is. And you can squeeze a little lime or a little lemon in there. All right. Okay. So the sauce is complete, y'all. So now we're going to move on to making the rice.
I have 2 pieces of lamb here. These are shoulder arm chops. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just slice them up into thin slices, you know, as thin as possible, thin pieces. That way they can cook up real nice and tender.
All right, so I'm going to cut this lamb at a nice angle so that I get nice sized pieces. And I'm cutting at an angle as thin as possible, but not too thin. Just enough to give me some tender lamb because I want my rice, you know, meaty.
Slice them up real nice and thin like so. That way, you know, when I pan sear them or whatever I have to do, they're nice and tender. I'm cutting at a slant so that as I cut, I'm cleaning it off of this tough film at the same time. This technique is not set in stone, y'all. This is just a technique I'm using. All right, so I'll be back with y'all once I got my lamb ready. All right, y'all, that's my lamb nice and chopped up. Thin pieces that'll come out real tender. Okay, I'm not a butcher. I'm a chef, not a butcher. Let's put some Greek seasoning on there. Very generously.
For the diehard measurement fans, I would say that's about a tablespoon or so.
Some olive oil. And let's get that nice and mixed up. That oil will act as a binder
to make those seasonings stick to the meat,
as well as a deterrent to keep it from sticking to the pan.
You know, it'll help them transition to the pan smoothly when I add them to the olive oil in the pan. All right, we're going to add a couple teaspoons of olive oil to the pan. Better yet, I'm adding all the olive oil I have left to the pan. All right, now let's go ahead and lay that lamb down. And as you can see, it's just sitting there, not sticking to the pan. That's why you want to pre-oil it first.
I'm going to let it go for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I'm going to flip it. I'll toss it around. Let it continue to cook off and do its thing.
It's cooking up really fast because it's cut thin.
Now, as you can see, that lamb is cut into small, manageable pieces. So that's going to be nice and tender.
I try to take y'all through the cooking process as much as possible so that you can see what the process looks like. So that you'll know that you're following the steps and cooking properly.
And turn to the other side here. Let the other side cook off. See that? I got them on a nice little moderate heat. Gonna cook them till those juices run clear. Now, the reason you don't want to disturb your meat and just want it to cook is because when it's time to turn it or stir it around, you see it has a nice sear on it. All right, y'all, it didn't take this long to cook at all. I've tested a piece and it was very tender, nice and tender. So what you want to do is go ahead and remove your lamb. See that? Nice, tender lamb. All right. All right, next up, with that same goodness that's in this pan, we're going to go ahead and saute some onions. And peppers. So that's red bell peppers, green bell peppers, and onions. Gonna just let that cook off in there and deglaze the pan as it releases its liquids. Add more oil if necessary. All right, y'all can see that starting to cook down right there. Have a look at that. Starting to cook down. you're pretty much letting this cook down 8 to 10 minutes, until it's nice and soft like this. Nice and soft. You can break it down as much as you want to, but for me, that's fine where it is right there. Now what I'm gonna do is add some minced garlic. Stir that garlic around in there, saute that garlic in there for about 30 seconds or so. Until you smell that garlic aroma releasing. Then I'm going to reintroduce my lamb back to that. Season this with a little salt and a little pepper, a little sneeze powder.
It's allergy season right now around here, pollen and everything falling. So my allergies is like going crazy right now. Allergy season is just a crazy time for me. So you would think I'd be staying away from sneeze powder right now, but hey, a man gotta eat. So the sneeze powder is necessary. And in case y'all didn't hear me from me talking over myself, that was some Greek seasoning that I added to that. Stop talking over me.
I got some semi-dry basil here. See, semi-dry. Still got a lot of life in it. Still got a lot of spring to it.
It's still very aromatic.
So add some of that there. Very close to being fresh. Look at how that's looking. It's real attractive. Real attractive. That's some sexy food right there, y'all. That's some sexy food. Now what I'm going to do, y'all, as a shortcut, man, add some basmati ready rice. Y'all seen me use this in the video once before. Whenever I don't feel like cooking fresh basmati rice, this is my go-to. So you just want to work that pack and get all those lumps out of there. And we're just going to drop this packet of rice off in there.
Now, if you was to use fresh rice, of course you would have to add some beef broth to this and let the rice cook into this. So since I'm using ready rice, I'm skipping that process, even though you can still cook it in some broth if you want to. It would, of course, only take a few minutes, though.
So that's 2 8.5-ounce packets of ready rice. And y'all got to forgive me, I was using a spatula the whole episode. So get everything folded. Get all those seasonings folded in there. Get all the veggies and meat folded in there. Get us a final taste. Give it a final taste.
Technically, after 2 tastes, that's not a final taste anymore, but it's good enough for me to fix a whole plate of final taste right now.
Oh my, that's good. Check it out. Time to serve up and present a plate with the sauce. All right.
And there you have it, y'all. Southern playalistic Greek Mediterranean rice. All right. Once you get on it, you can't get off it. All right, and I got my nice tzatziki sauce here, garnished with a little sprig of mint and a slice of cucumber. All right, we're going to jump off into this, y'all, and give it a taste. And I'm going to let y'all know what it hitting like. As if y'all can't already tell by looking at it. I'm just going to be honest, y'all. This is better than the actual dish that I had from the actual Mediterranean restaurant.
Let's go, chef. Thank y'all for watching. Get me into the rhythm of the algorithm by liking, commenting, sharing the love, and subscribing. And y'all just remember, be yourself. Don't change who you are for nobody unless it's for the better. Okay? Unless it's for the better. But be yourself. Don't worry about who don't like it. Don't worry about who doesn't like you. You're not for everybody. So stop trying to be. Be yourself and be confident in who you are. Liketh, shareth thou the love, and subscribeth unto my channel, and smiteth that notification button. Thank ya. Let's go, chef.